Can I quickly just say something? I fucking hope Glenn don't do my route. Because I'll tell you
Well,
what.
no, do your own, or else it cost you 2 points.
Oh, right. Oh, well,
It's you.
I always
That's
do my own.
Correct. Yeah, well, I do mine.
Yeah.
And for this morning, Lardy said, I've put them in order for you, John. I said, thank you. And then the bloke said, well, really, that's 2 points, you know, that you're not getting.
Oh.
So, you know, you've got to get to 29 points. You get 3 points for this, 4 points for that, 2 points. Anyway, listen.
Excuse me, John, sorry. Do you want to go? When's the latest you can stay?
I can stay as late as
What,
you want.
Another half hour?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good.
Yeah.
Stay another half hour.
What's that, another hour and a half? Anyway, listen, that ain't the worst of it. If you like to come into the building now, okay, so they're all waiting for me to load. I start reversing. I thought I better just in case. I've got all the hazardous coat on. Two. Mark, the new boy at the computer, at the packaging, been there 3 weeks, walked straight across the fucking doorway with no coat on. I thought, do I wind the window? Excuse me, I'm taking a fucking test. No hazardous, nothing. He didn't even acknowledge that I was reversing, right? Then what happens? We then load up. He said, I see you've got, I had about 15, I only had a small bit of run because I've got to get back. I had about 15 loose boxes on the back, you know, like, all sealed up.
Yeah.
I had a pallet of Valbon,
Yeah.
15 bags of bitter salts and 15 boxes on a pallet, right? So I'm shrink wrapping these 15 boxes on a pallet because I know there's a forklift the other end. Tim says to me, that's Howard's son, I've got your 15 bitter salts there on a pallet for you, John, for your such and such order. I said, righto. I said, ain't going to shrink wrap for me, Tim, like you do every day, Tim. Yes, I'm on that, he said, so he's shrink wrap that. We get out. I've got the Valbon and the bitter salts near the front. I thought I'll throw one of them ratchet straps over. What happens? Steve's the other side. Now Steve, from packaging, very, 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 very rarely even helps you load. All of a sudden, he's there with a ratchet. Oh, like that. It's cost me another 2 points. You're securing, you know. But I got those 2 points back because I went round and I give a tug on the whole thing. But I didn't know. And as we left the yard, I said, right, before we even pull out the gate, mate, I said, that bloke who's just done the orange strap up, never helped in his life. He said, well, you get 2 points for securing your own load. I said, right, thank you. He said, but you get the 2 points because you did.
I want to know how this is going to happen because when we go out in the vans and we deliver the odd little bit here, the odd little bit there, we can wrap it when we leave the depot.
Yeah.
Well, what happens when you start tearing the wrap off?
Yeah,
Are they going to fucking...
He said to me, how are you going to secure those 10 or 12 loose boxes? I said, I'm sorry, there is no... He said, what if they go over? I said, well, we have no facility to wrap odd boxes, to secure odd boxes. So that was it.
And he was okay with that?
He was
because at the end of that...
He don't help
I've had this ongoing... I know, but I've had that. You know, Ned's all about, you know,
yeah,
you've got to strap the loads down.
No, just like understand that.
How the fuck do I strap the loads down, Ned? And he was like, well, you've got to do it. I'm like, yeah, but so tell me, how do I do this then? Because I'm...
Well, I said to him, I'm sorry, mate. I said, I've got straps. I said, there is no facility on this company to strap odd boxes. You know, you've got 10 or 12 boxes. You can't strap them down. Okay, he said. And what's in that box, he said? I said, well, that's me granules and me plastic bags. Yeah. Okay, right. Okay.
Yeah, we are.
And then out he comes. And then, like, where are you going to go first? And he must have in his idea. God, hang on, he said to me after about my third delivery, Crush, you know your way around. And I thought, well, we go to Prinny's 4 times a week, you know. We go to Mr. Jackson twice a week. I think he'd think it's like the post office, where you think, oh, where's that place? You know, everyone I knew where to go.
Well, that's because you planned your route.
Yeah, that's right, you plan your route, and you get points for that, that's it.
So that's why you know where you go, because you go there that fucking regular. But I'm going to fucking...
Yeah, well, I was all a bit nervous.
What if you have to stop and ask someone, do you lose points there?
What if he don't like a KFC or McDonald's? Yeah. He's screwed! Say, sorry mate, we're just going for a little break.
I planned it in my route though, mate.
He said, are we anywhere near Clenchwater today, the Premier Inn? I said, we're literally going round that roundabout. And he said, well, so I said, yeah. And how do I get in? I said, you go in there, past the garage, and there's your Premier Inn.
You got an extra 5 points for that. I'm gonna hate all this.
oh, he takes
Matt, was it just that
photostats,
one pallet had come off?
Just on the back, yeah.
all your tear-off bits at the bottom, whether they're signed or he photostats all them when you get back, the bit on the bottom,
Yeah,
to show that you've got a signature or what you've done if you haven't got a signature.
yeah.
You know, because I said to him, I said, right, before we leave here, I said, I've got 12 deliveries. I said, if we see one farmer, I said, that'd be a result.
Yeah.
Okay. I said, and of course, 2 or 3 of these are forklift jobs, but we've got the okay, we've got the licence, and we've got an agreement with the farmer that it's okay to forklift it off ourselves.
Mhm.
Right, okay. And as long as you give
he-
him all that
but-
information.
So what?
No,
What is he? Is he just?
he gives you a certificate at the end. He said it's worth 5 GCSEs. Well, I only left school with 2.
Yay!
So can I go in?
Jobs together.
You know, he said it's worth, and I said it's called a NVQ. That's it, an NVQ, or something vocational qualification. But it's under a different 3 letters. It's called like a QCF or something.
You know, everyone's eating and drinking, I'm going to eat and drink.
But yeah, NVQ. He
Got
said
a
it's
minute,
worth
Matt?
5 GCSEs. I said right.
It's not the SQA, is it?
No, it's a QCF or some QC something. Anyway, he said, right, you do 33 points. I said, right, I want to go on now. No. You don't go on to get 40, 50, 60. Once he said you've passed and that's it. He pulled me up on a few things. He said, you should have put your hazards on when you were reversing into the store to get loaded. Now, me, I say, yeah, okay, in the future, I'll remember that. Clive, no, you're not a fucking hazard. See, he wants to row all the time. I ain't a fucking hazard, mate. He didn't go. Hang on, I ain't got to the end of it. So, Tuesday was Malcolm. Wednesday was Simon. All booked for Thursday on. I said, don't forget, you've got to have all your folder, what the man gave us 2 months ago. I hope you've been reading through it. I put in a fucking bit. I said, you can't go on. He didn't go. He saw the man on the ramp when I got back. He said, who's he? I said, that's the bloke who takes you. He said, oh, fuck. You know what it's like, when you're with yourself in all the time. He said, I've fucking been doing this 41 fucking years. He said, he can't fucking teach me anything. I said, so you ain't going then, Clive? He said, no, I ain't going. I said, well, have you got your folder? No. I said, well, you can't go without your folder anyway, because he fills it in during the day. All these.
Well, we hadn't even had the folder. Haven't even had the folder.
No. Well, you get that. That's at your induction.
Right.
You have about an
Have
hour and a
you had all
half.
this yet?
2 weeks or something.
Have you had an induction?
25th of June after.
You sit down at a table. There's about 8 of you.
Something, 18
Mine can't, but I was going to
Because
say,
we
mine
walked
can't go
straight
off.
in. Do you know Dale from Weasenham? Little tubby boy. He walked straight in, sat down, and the bloke said, right, we've got a maths test and an English test. And he said, I'll
got
tell
back
you
on,
now,
fucked up.
and that is all to find out whether you need extra help with it.
Right.
It's not to find out how good you are, it's just to say, and even then you can, it's just to say, perhaps you ought to go night school. It really is for the extreme end,
Yeah.
the ones who do.
Glenn.
Dale walked straight in and said, he's a bit like, but I'm sure, he said straight away, he said, I'll tell you now, my English is all right, or one of them. He said, my maths is all right, but my fucking English is fucking awful. And the bloke said, it's all right, mate, you won't be failing. It's not a fail or pass, it's just so I can advise you if you need help.
Yeah.
Tell you now, mate, I can't fucking spell. He said, no, as I said before, he said, you know, if I lose my fucking job, if I don't fucking pass. He said, no, you won't lose your job. He said, it's between me and you, and I will advise you if you need some further help with your English. Anyway, it was just. So you do that for about an hour and a half, and then it's sign here, sign here, sign here, sign here, sign here. And it's because Hutch is on paying, it's all European funding.
I'll add it to my list.
Yeah, so that's your first, that's about an hour and a half. Sign here, sign here, sign here, sign here, sign here, in this great big folder.
And that's for 4 years, isn't it? For five until.
No, it's nothing to do with that
2040.
CPC.
Oh, is it not?
Oh no, all this does, that SAFED training, that fuel economy, that gets you 7 hours towards your 35 hours.
Right.
But don't confuse it with that. That's a CPC, which is competent
Yeah.
professional, whatever it is.
Yeah.
This then is an extension of that. So you've done your induction, your English and your maths, and signed all the documents. A few weeks later, then you go out for your safe and efficient driving. which is literally your fuel economy, where you are literally going round in fifth gear and go.
So I won't
that.
get. I won't
And he
get.
said, that's fine. And you said, no, hang on, we're going to wreck the gearbox.
So I won't be. I won't be able to divert 50 miles to go home that day. Will I?
No, you
Because
didn't
that won't be
specifically-
very fuel efficient.
You drive for an hour on an allotted route, and like I say, he marks down every time you change gear.
Bullshit, wasn't it?
Why
And then when
the
you go
fuck?
out-
Why the fuck are we doing it this that sort of thing this time of year? Why are we doing that?
Well,
in
no,
February?
it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was.
I was going to say.
That bit was in February. It was in the winter.
I was going to say. That's when we're wanting things to do.
That's when I was losing his lorry out every hour running to warm the cab up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see the. But you can't drive like that because you get in the car like with your missus, go to the shops, and she says, "What the fuck? What are you doing? You know, you're going around roundabouts in fourth gear, like you know, and it's all like." But that's how he says, and you think, well, "I'm sorry, but you can't save fuel." Like it
I
is.
don't think that will
You've got to put
survive.
safety
That'll
first, and
die.
driving around a roundabout in fourth gear is not safe. So
No,
you've got to put
but-
safety first, didn't you?
No. Well, it's all efficient. He reckons it's efficient, and at the end, when you go and fill it up with
This is
diesel,
something
you
to
can
do
see
with
the
Ned, isn't
saving.
it? This is a Ned thing. So fuel efficient and all that bollocks.
But they don't pay for it. Hutchins don't pay for it. It's all European funding and
Do
all.
you make sure you fill up on the last day? Did you fill up
Nah.
yesterday?
Yeah. Well, I had to.
I forgot. I filled up today.
Does it now?
Ned says yes. Because then he can work out the average of your mileage and all that bollocks.
Is it going back on, Steve, or we're still waiting for...
Wait until 10, we're going to give it till 10, and he's trying to still get hold of Mark.
Oh, right. What's he in a meeting then, or is
No,
that
he
for
ain't up
breakfast?
yet.
He ain't up yet. He's feeding the baby.
Yeah, he took the kids over the park.
Hello.
Well, I don't know